musicality.
Yo, it's Super Saiyan 4 Robin coming to you with Demon Slayer chapter 203. And I know you guys are probably expecting me to say that Clover Dova, but you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this Demon Slayer. I think next week, unless it was pushed back a week, I gotta look at the jump schedule again. But next chapter is gonna be, it's looking like to be the last chapter of Demon Slayer. At the end of this one, I said it was like the next was the climax or whatnot, I'm assuming. So I am pretty sure next chapter is the last one. If not, you ain't gotta cast the stones, you ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? But there will be a video coming up. I don't want to say a rant. It's gonna be a mix of a rant, but basically it's gonna be why Demon Slayer is great, but overrated. And I feel like at this point it needs to be said just by how it's wrapping up. And I thought I heard there was gonna be a sequel series, but I'm not sure about that right now. And you know, I don't want to promote that until I get 100% confirmation on that, and I will let you guys know. Or if you guys know already, comment below. But if there is, that's like a whole nother theory and wherever this could go. And if it's in that way, it is good in a sense, it's greatness. But the thing that kind of for me messes it up, I feel like we lost too many people up to this point. But nevertheless, let's get into this chapter review. So we start this chapter off, you see Nezuko, you see her or whatnot, she's crying of course, and you see Tanjiro like lying in like the muscles of Muzan. He's in his inner world right now. So, you know, you see a lot of stuff, he's, you know, talking about he wants to go home, like he's just tired. At this point, Tanjiro has been through it all. He honestly should have died a long time ago. Not by story-wise, but I'm saying in the sense of like, if this was like some real life shit, like, he probably should have been dead. But look how far look how much stuff he's overcame between, we're talking about the lower moon, the one with the, what was the lower moon, 3? That had the, webs or whatnot, or was she 10, or she was something like that. She was something up there, but nonetheless, she was a lower moon at the time. Lower moons was the problem, so most of them got wiped out. Which, that will be in the video, so just so you guys know where I'm coming. You know, he's tired, he's been through it. And he's like, you know, he's praying to God. He's like, yo, let him home. Like, this is what it needs to be. And on his arm, a piece of meat kind of like goes on it. Like, you know, going up on it is like trying to get his hand to go down. And it has an eye on it, and it's Muzan. And Muzan is basically talking to him, like, just kind of like breaking it down. Like, yo, like, you don't need to go up there. There's nothing left for you. Even if you do go up there, wouldn't you be selfish? You lost nothing. Because Tanjiro, you know what I'm saying, which you will find out later on in the chapter, he's good. Like, he's A-okay. Like, in the sense of his arm is back, as you saw when he grew it back. He doesn't have that. First of all, if Tanjiro left like that, I would have stayed dead, yo. Like, holy hell. But continuing on and whatnot, he sees memories of his family and stuff like that. It's like, yo, even if you do go back with your sister, there's nothing there. I killed your family. Muzan is on some real shitty time, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, stop doing these things in vain. Nezuko is dead. I killed her. You know, he's basically just, what he's right now trying to attempt, basically throughout the chapter, he tried to attempt basically breaking Tanjiro's will. Breaking, like, just being like, dog, you have nothing to go back to. And even if you do make it out of here, right? Where's your family? What about all your comrades that just died? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, continuing on with the chapter or whatnot, he's saying that, and he was like, you can't smell the blood of your comrades, you did that. He's also putting the guilt on Tanjiro, because Tanjiro at the end of the day was still a demon for a short amount of time before this happened. You're responsible, nobody wants you back. I want to apologize for hurting everyone. I want to go back and apologize to them. This is Tanjiro, he's still like, this is why I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm liking this. For the simple fact, my man Tanjiro is doing his thing. He's fighting Muzan no matter what Muzan is saying. He's still reaching up. He straight up says, shut up. You must inherit my will. This whole point is Muzan is like trying to tell Tanjiro, trying to make him the perfect demon. That's this whole thing. And Muzan's still trying to continue. So, as he's like trying to convince, you know, Tanjiro that he wants to be like, you know, he's gonna be the best demon, this, that, and the third, you're still gonna be alive. And then Tanjiro, he's like, I don't want such things as boundless existence. Like, he doesn't want to just be around. He wants to go back to his friend. And then Muzan goes, piece of shit. Only you will survive. A lot of people died. Just like putting that on to him. He's really trying to push him to go in despair. Despair, despair, despair. So you continue on with the chapter, and you start seeing the Wisterian flowers, and you're starting to see, like, you start seeing his dead comrades. You're seeing hands come out the Wisterian flowers. Basically, they lift Tanjiro up. They lift him up, and Muzan is like hanging on to the very end, and he was like, please don't do this. You need to be the perfect being. You're gonna be the true god. And Muzan just can't face reality. He lost. Tanjiro's will. I want to go in and say this dude is probably the nicest main character that will kill you in a heartbeat. He's just nice. Like, there's just nothing else to it, you know. Very few times you see him angry, you know what I'm saying? He's just, the signs are there. Dude is Jesus himself. So, continuing on with it. You know, Muzan hangs on to him to the end, and Tanjiro sees his dead comrades, he sees all of them. And one of them I'm still kind of confused with, because it's like you see the love pillar, and I'm still going, just bear with me, but I don't know all the pillars' names like that. Like, I know them if I hear them, like, oh yeah, I've heard that name. But just off top of the head, like, I was about to say Rangiku. Like, you know, I was thinking of the flame pillar, and Rangiku was coming out of my mind. So that's how you know where I'm at with this. But you mean to tell me the love pill and this thing? I know they were telling each other, oh, you know, in the next life is in the third, but they look like they could have just made it through. And this is clearly just showing everyone that has died so far. Drove through, and he's alive, which I'm glad about. Don't, just from my reaction, don't make it seem like I'm actually. I read a lot of you know, comments and whatnot, and a lot of people are saying they hate he's alive right now. But to me, so what? For me, I hate when main characters die. I'm just gonna put it out there. Some people say, oh, it makes it different and this and the third. It's too premature, man. Like, it's like, I feel like there's so much more story that could be told. And for you to kill off, like, that's why Death Note, side note to the Death Note series. Yo, no cap, I hate it. I loved it all the way up until the end. That's just me being honest, you know what I'm saying? Spoiler alert, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, you know, same thing, spoiler alert, Agami get a kill. Click off if you don't want to know, or skip 30 seconds. Everyone dies in the end, which is bullshit. I hate it, like, especially how some of them died. Point blank example, it was ever the one that was like had the lion one. She got shot by, what was it, like the king or something, if I'm remembering that right. But she got shot, but it was like she stood there, told him what she was gonna do, and gave him enough time to do that. And she's supposed to be this badass like chick. You mean tell me she couldn't rush over there before all that and just easy. So coming with this, it's like, no, why would I want to read 200 plus chapters, probably like 204 max, whatever, 200 chapters nevertheless, just to see the main character die? I don't care what anyone says. Naruto dying at the end of Shippuden or the end of Naruto, stupid. Ichigo dying at the end of Bleach, stupid. Luffy dying at the end of One Piece. I know people, what? You know, people be on the 7 seas right now battling now just for respect. That's how I'm just looking at it. So, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I get it. You know, sometimes, you know, it is different. But at the end of the day, come on now. Like, did y'all really want Tanjiro dead? Do y'all really, at the bottom of your hearts, want Tanjiro dead? No. There's your answer. So, he's hype. And what's her name? Konoe? I hope I'm saying that right. She's still alive, you know what I'm saying? Tanjiro's so glad, you know, that's the waifu for him, you know what I'm saying? He's already set. Why would he want to die when he got her chilling there, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, y'all wildin' for respect for that. And, you know, so everyone's crying tears of joy. Tamayo, what was it? I said, oh, excuse me, I said that so chop. Tamayo-sama. Yeah, y'all niggas gonna clown my ass for that, but fuck it, I'm here with it. and you know he's basically crying, you know, with the cat, and he's saying it's over. And this is why I said the long battle has come to the end. Next issue, the climax. So, is next chapter gonna be the end? Maybe. Yeah, there's gonna be a color spread I think next week for the opening chapters and whatnot, opening pages. So, assuming it, maybe one more chapter afterwards. It was a good chapter. I felt like it was a little repetitive, you know. You know, you kept seeing like the hands reaching and reaching, and you know, you kind of got, you know, they dragged it out for next week's probably gonna be, you know, really gonna be the end of this series, and I'm very bittersweet about it. If it truly does end, if there's no sequel, after this, it's a good series. It's not great. I'm just gonna be honest. And I love it. It's in my top 10. I believe it's 8. Yeah, I believe it's number 8. Like I said, I like it, but I felt like this could have been a 400 chapter manga. Like, let's just be real. Let's just be real. So hopefully you guys liked, you know, my reaction / review and just my thoughts and opinions on it and whatnot. And I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, I'm not at that notification bell level yet, but I will be there someday. So hope you guys enjoyed. And we're here with that Demon Slayer. You feel me? Chapter 203. Hope you guys enjoyed.